Hi, this little video is designed to help you understand what the homework page is all about. This class or this video was designed for the CIS 120 Animate slash Flash class. So even though I'm putting this in my CIS 133, also the concept applies. What I'm wanting you to do is once we have all this homework up, and obviously you want to fill in the dates, which I haven't done, shame on me, is we are going to be start posting everything up on the web. So when I click on the link right there, up pops the animation. And obviously I'm looking for a much more detailed animation than what I just showed you right there. But the main thing I wanted to show you is when I clicked on it, it started looking for a file called picture.html. Let's go back there. Let me click on it again. Flash picture, picture.html. And what I've done is inside the homework page, let me blow this up a little bit so you can see it, is there is a link called picture.html. So if I'm doing my homework, I'm going to want to make sure that I name the file picture.html when I'm done. If it's for Flash, what we're going to do is we're going to name the animation picture.fla, and then when we publish it, it creates a picture.html along with some other files. And then I just got to make sure I send all those files up. Now, if I choose to do something slightly different or give it a different name, then what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to come in and change this name. Well, what I'm showing you right now is still up on the web. I'm going to have to download this file from the web and then come in here and modify it. So let's go back here a little bit more. Later on, we're going to be doing a storyboard assignment. And when I click right there, notice I get an error message. Well, that's because I don't have a storyboard.html. If I do it, I'm going to give you the option of saving it as a storyboard.pptx. If you choose to use that option, then what you're going to have to do is, once again, you're going to have to download your homework file, which you should have a copy on your C drive in class, and then you're going to have to open up a program called Brackets or Dreamweaver. I like Brackets because it's free. And then what you're going to have to do is you're going to open it up, you're going to find the homework.html, you're going to come down to the storyboard assignment, and then all you have to do is name it homework.ppt. Oops. Come on, be nice. pptx. And then notice I've got a little dot here that says I haven't saved it. I save it, and then I come over to FileZilla and send it up. So what I'm trying to show you is there are certain file names that each one of the assignments is going to look for. So for the Flash picture assignment, it's looking for picture.html. So when you save your animation, you're going to save it picture.fla. Same way with simple. Simple.fla for the simple cartoon. Now the biggest mistake that most people make is they'll name it simple space cartoon. Well, first of all, the web hates spaces, so I would just name it simple. Same way with the add with sound, just name it add. Bones, you know what? I'm going to change this. It used to be HTML5. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm just going to name it bones.html, and so that way I'm looking for a bones. Complex, fun, web page, storyboard, app, and then final. So it's very simple, and once you've done that, you save it and then you make sure that you send it up to the web. And then the most important part, which is the one that most people forget to do, is to double check. So I click right here on simple. Oops, it doesn't work. Well, then I've got to go and do some troubleshooting. Do I have a simple.html? No, I do not. So then I must have saved it as a different file name, and what I'll do is I either come in here and change the HTML name, which I can do. You don't want to change any of the other names, but just change the HTML name and then send it back up, or go in just like we did with brackets and then give it the name that you put up on the web. personally, I would just change the HTML name that you have inside FileZilla and be done with it. You don't have to come in here and download this file and change it. But that's how the homework page works. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Also, for this assignment, I've did do something a little bit different. You have a couple options. The easiest is what I did, which is I created an animated GIF from my animation, and then I just loaded it up, and then this is the syntax. But we'll go over that in class. But just in case you missed class, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go img src and then tell it the name of the file that you're going to want it to link to. This is the only case where we don't want to link to the HTML. This is going to either be a GIF or a SWF, and yes, GIF is GIF. You don't have to put the height and the width, although it's kind of nice to have that. You do have to have the alt attribute, otherwise the World Wide Web gets all bent out of shape. It's bad for your search engine optimization, and Google will hate you forever until you fix it. So that's how the homework file works. If you have any more questions, like I said, ask me in class. Thank you very much.